Hi everyone, my name is Wayne Pollock. I am an attorney who helps other attorneys engage the audiences that are vital to their firm's success, including their clients, their referral sources, their employees, and the media. In this video, 4 signs a lawyer should consider hiring an outside ghostwriter. When I launched my ghostwriting offering for lawyers and law firms, the Law Firm Editorial Service, I did so after hearing from lawyers who told me time and again that they were just too busy to do the kind of marketing writing, blog posts, client alerts, byline articles that they knew they had to do to market their firms. But as I've talked to more lawyers and have talked to their marketing colleagues at law firms regarding ghostwriting, it's become clear to me that there are typically 4 signs that indicate a lawyer could use an outside ghostwriter. I'm not saying that if you don't have these 4 signs and you don't need one, but these are the 4 most prevalent signs that I've seen that a lawyer could use some outside writing assistance with their content marketing and their thought leadership marketing materials. So number 1 is that they understand the value of content marketing and thought leadership marketing for their practice, and they have a need for it. Many legal practices can benefit, I would say most can benefit, from content marketing, from blog posts, byline articles, client alerts, ebooks, guides, and the like. But not every practice falls into that category. There are some legal practices out there that are heavily referral-based. And because they're heavily referral-based, the lawyer doesn't need to be addressing directly through his or her content the prospective client. Instead, all that lawyer has to do is make sure that they stay top of mind with their referral sources, whether those referral sources are lawyers or non-lawyers. So if you have a practice like that, you probably don't need an outside ghostwriter. But if you do have the kind of practice where you can use content marketing and thought leadership marketing to reach prospective clients, that's the first sign that you should consider using an outside ghostwriter. Second sign is that you have the kind of legal practice that is either a niche practice or that you can address a key and specific target audience. So for example, if you have the kind of legal practice where you are targeting the GCs, the general counsels, of life sciences companies, or because you do some kind of IP or life sciences work, or maybe you're a white-collar attorney that specializes in internal investigation, so it's a fairly broad practice, but you specialize in internal investigations and you can talk about that kind of legal issue and what your would-be clients need to think about. If you have that kind of practice, you could probably benefit from hiring a ghostwriter. If you've got just a general personal injury practice or a family law practice or a criminal law practice, more of a business, a direct-to-consumer practice, then you most likely don't need a ghostwriter to write under your name. You probably just simply need someone to write blog posts and website content for you to attract people searching on Google and other search engines. Number 3, if you don't have much time to write this kind of content under your own name, then you probably could use an outside ghostwriter. That, to me, is the most frequently cited reason why attorneys are considering going out and using an outside ghostwriter. It's because they just don't have the non-billable time to devote to this activity that they know is important. As we said, they know it's important, back to our first sign, but they just don't have the time. On the flip side, if you have the kind of practice where you have time to write, then go ahead and write and don't worry about outsourcing to a ghostwriter. But if you have a practice where you are reliant on billable time, or you have billable hours, billable hour requirements you need to meet, and every hour 2 and 3 that you're taking away from billable time to write a blog post or a client alert come back to bite you in the rear down the road, then I would consider turning to an outside ghostwriter. And the 4th sign, if you don't love writing blog posts, byline articles, and the like, if you don't love trying to find time within your busy days and busy weeks to write this material, then you should consider using an outside ghostwriter. On the flip side, of course, if you truly love this work and don't want to give it up, then don't hire an outside ghostwriter, because your love for it will prevail and should not yield to an outside ghostwriter. I realize I'm a bit biased because I offer ghostwriting services to lawyers and law firms, but I do think that many lawyers stand to benefit from working with an outside ghostwriter to help them publish their thought leadership marketing materials and their general content marketing materials. But not every lawyer needs ghostwriting assistance. The 4 signs I walked you through in this video are 4 indications that you should consider hiring an outside ghostwriter to help you publish the kind of marketing content that you know you should be publishing but are not. If you have any questions about using an outside ghostwriter, you can visit lawfirmeditorialservice.com or simply email me at wayne@lawfirmeditorialservice.com. Talk to you soon.